Hello and welcome to Game Time. Today we're playing Pikmin for the Gamecube. So, let's just start it up. The impact site. Oh. My name is Captain Elmar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate that this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then, no! Better not to think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. So, as you heard, this little fella is Olmar, and we're just going to look around the area and see if we can find anything. Oh? What the heck is this? It seems to float. Huh? What the frick? A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too. What's it? Oh. Oh. The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil, and has now produced an adorable little sprout. This sprout emits a strange light. It sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I am compelled. I must approach it and press A. Oh, and this, my friends, is a red Pikmin. Extraordinary! When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there, staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pick brand carrots I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive, and yet I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it and throw it with A. And I will call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to C and X as well. The following controls appear to allow me several viewpoints. L. Rotate camera. Hold to follow the cursor. R. Zoom in and out. Z. Change angle. I must survive. I need to familiarize myself with these controls and my surroundings. Alright, let's try it out. Whoa, that cute little Pikmin thing just hit that pellet posy. Let me throw it again. Wow. As you can see, The Pikmin has carried the pellet over to the onion. Astonishing! The onion has sown more seeds. The small red pellet Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. Alright, oh no. There we go. If we press A repeatedly, we can do that. Wow. Get over here. Alright, let's look for more, stuff. Maybe there's something over here. Perhaps. Let's look. Ho-ho! Another pellet. Oh, and a pellet down there. Interesting. Alright. Yes! Whoops. Alright, I'm gonna have to get used to that. I'm so used to the Wii version, and since I have to play the GameCube version to actually record it, I have to throw it twice to actually pick. Well, once to actually take down the pellet posy, and then another time to pick up the pellet that it drops. So that's gonna be a bit difficult to get used to. Just block these guys. Or I'm gonna have to wait for these guys to grow. Ah, no, get back here. GameCube. Alright. Now we'll just grab that by using the C-stick. Yes, it appears to be working. Oh. Okay. And they brought it. Oh dear. Now this level is a bit tutorial. Very tutorial. If that makes any sense. So yeah, you're just gonna have to be very patient and wait for stuff. It's just, but anyway, that's the name of the game, called Pikmin. Yep, just waiting for stuff to be done. Oh, look. Did you see how fast that they set off that cutscene? And I'm honestly surprised. Because usually they're not this fast. They're leaves. But that's besides the point. The Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct. Approach and press A to pick sprouts. Press A to grab Pikmin. Release to throw. Press B to call them. X to dismiss. Use C to command and control the group. L, R, and Z control perspective. I shall record all of this in my computer. I can use Y to access the computer. Yep. As you can see, this is what Y does. Wow! Oh yeah, what could this strange thing be? Oh wow! I think I know what that is. Amazing! There's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the dolphin? Well, you see, you know these things that are following you, the little carrot people? Look what they can do to this pellet. Observe, Olimar. We'll need to know what they can do with this pellet. Imagine if you had enough, you could do that with this thing. Well, that's the point. Yep, they can pick up that thing. In fact, that's the main thing you're going to be doing in this game. Picking up ship parts. If you play your time right, that is. Otherwise, they will die. Well, and you. It depends. You'll see what I mean. Well, no you won't. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just improvising because... you know? It's just how it be. Wow, we're going in circles. Around these circles. Crop circles, to be exact. At least I think that's what these things are. It's difficult to say. Get over here, Pikmin. Hurry, sort out. Alright, I think now is the perfect time. When many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me I was no good at routine tasks. I guess I'll try to get it all done at once by repeatedly tapping A until I pick all of the Pikmin from the ground. I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, they become filled with excitement and flushed with bright color. At other times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me distinguish between Pikmin. Yep. He explained it better than I ever could, I think. Alright, there we go. Now we have 25 Pikmin. You know how many that is? That's 25, and that's enough to carry this thing. Actually, that's more than enough. Frick, my memory. Alright. So, I'm just gonna skip past this part since they're going to be carrying this thing back to the ship. Oh, glorious! With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly, but what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. One day since impact, I have somehow managed to launch the Dolphin, but I was surprised to see the Onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The Dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Hokatate. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my Dolphin in such short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the key to my survival, I name it the Forest of Hope. I explore it tomorrow. So yeah, this is our Pikmin population over the span of the day. How many parts we have, how many parts we need, how many days we have. Wow. Anyway, let's just save up our game data. And that's about all the time we got for today. Hopefully you liked it. Bye.